Alrighty folks, today we are going to work on the Stude. Today's plan, well, so far, I have some of the insulation. So this is just some, I guess it's underhood or something like that. You get a roll on Amazon. It's about 10 mil thick. I like it because it's this and it's thick, does some insulation. So we're going to take some of that, we're going to use it on the firewall, and a lot of it we're just going to use to just stick to the roof, just to try to keep some heat in here. That's the plan there. Got my window rubber, so I'm pretty pumped about that. In my head, it's pretty small, but I don't know, like it fits the channel right. So I'm guessing this should work. I don't know. We'll see. We'll put it in, see how I feel about it. But I have that. We'll have to reuse our center post. But we have all of our glass here. Just got to see if I can find my tube of urethane. As the boy borrowed some of it, and hopefully there's enough left I can actually glue in my glass on my tracks here. We got a little bit of primer up there, so we can primer a bit of things, our stuff. And then once we get the front windshield in and the door glass, then we can actually finish our interior panels, get them all in. So still haven't sourced the mirror yet, so that's kind of on the slate. I should actually delete that antenna, but whatever. For now, it's fine. Yeah, we'll have to eventually get it up in the hoist. I have to tighten up my hose clamps for my fuel. I realized that was leaking, and got to get some sealer into some of these points up around into here and things like that. But yeah, I don't know. Feels like a good start. We're gonna kind of plug away. I think the first thing I want to do is the window. I want to see how well that rubber works and how well that's going to fit into there. All right. Survey says old piece of glass, new piece of glass. Now I got way too much rubber, but that's okay. It's got a thicker side and a thinner side, so. Okie dokie, see how this fits. All right, we got our modified screwdriver, rounded edge. Gonna shoot for that. I know the rope is the better way to go, but I just gonna use what I know. Just works best for me. Normally this would be a one-piece rubber dealio, but this is just how I'm doing it. We're already failing. I mean, everybody always has a way they like to do it, and for some reason, this is mine. All right, you win. I'm doing the rope. All right, I'm doing the rope. And you know why I'm doing the rope? It's because I realized I actually have rope. So normally I don't have that lying around. Is it the right kind of rope? Don't know. It's like recoil rope. Might be too big. We'll find out shortly. All right, people, you win. That was much easier. Much easier. All right. The one thing I didn't do last time, I lubricate it. Should make it that much easier yet. Okie dokie. Let's give it a go. How quick does it go this round? Bazinga, look at that. Golly. Quick and dirty. All right, just making room for, I put a little extra, well, I didn't quite get enough, but I'm gonna trim this out because my plan is to glue in the center post. So, well, I'll show you what I'm gonna do there. just chugging along here pretty good. Door panels are on, our handles are on. They're kind of junk, but they work. Windows go up and down a little ish. I need to get some Velcro or do something to put into these channels, but anyways, all the bits fit. So we have them all. Yeah, it's in. The windshield, I'm definitely not happy with the way the center post came. I may have to look into another rubber, but for now, at least it'll keep the water out. That's the important part. So I'll kind of go with that. Next thing I'm going to do is actually trim this stuff up. I want to stick it, like basically slice it, and we can stick it on the roof, and then that'll at least give us some sound deadening and clean that up a little bit. And then the excess bits, I'm just going to kind of stick to the firewall just to keep a little warmth in and a little bit of the engine bay heat out. That'll be the plan there. So we'll just kind of stick a few chunks around. I got to get a switch into there because this is for my heater, that black one, and that's the heater itself. So we have to plumb those over. And these are just extras. They're like for like an electric wiper and like a radio. So they're just going to stay in limbo there, or I'll tuck them away. We don't need them for nothing right now. So that'll be okay. I think this is, yeah, horn. We don't have the bits on here to work this right. It's not quite the steering wheel I want to use, but it works for now, so I'm going to leave it on there. Yeah, I don't know. We're getting there. It's pretty close. I want to bring it, lift it back up. I want to check the brakes, and I'm going to probably bleed the brakes one more time just to make sure everything's good. I got another bleeder. The lid for my one bleeder was no bueno, not very good. Didn't hold well, so I found one on Amazon, but it was cheaper buying the whole bleeder thingamajig than it is just buying the base. So what I needed was, on the old master cylinders, this thing used to come with a kit, but it was this first one I bought, which is like air pressurized. Come on. You get a whole kit like that, but this thing was made out of plastic and it never worked good. So I can now basically take this setup and you kind of sandwich it on top of the older master cylinders that I always use. Anyways, this is the power bleeder that I have, and this is the one that I got. So I'll actually try this one because it's just a hand pump, and I don't know, I think it'll be good. This one's a little overkill. I mean, I don't mind it. It works okay, but it's a little overcomplicated for what a feller needs. Anyways, we'll put a little fluid in there. We'll get her up on the hoist and we'll try this thing out. Should work, should be okay. I should be happy. We're also going to get a little bit of primer on everything. And my next step of action here is figuring out a way to fasten or hold something onto here. You can almost see there was a plate. Basically what I want to do is a piece of sheet metal with a hook on it. And what I did up here is I just tacked on a piece of welding wire. So now when I put that headlight bezel on, when I do the other part, it should hook into there, hold it in place, and then we can just put our 2 screws in, and it should be cherry. Should be good. And I got to run around. I got to find some wipers yet. So we'll do that. I should test them, make sure they're working again. So I'll do that. And we're going to get a bit of primer on everything. So yeah, get a few things to go here. Well guys, this went pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Everything seems great. We got our mirror on there now. Got my heater switch in here. Got that down there. So that's like a resistor style kind of a heater switch, so whatever. It's like the old style where it just would kind of have an element that heats up in the back. I have some weather stripping I should be able to put into the door, but we definitely need some weather stripping in everywhere because you can see there's a few big gaps, and I tried looking through my wiper stash and I don't have nothing that fits on here. Nothing that I don't have to modify like crazy, so I'll pretty much go on the hunt and see what I can find that goes in there. Might be able to do something that's like from the rear of a van or something like that. I might be able to just adapt a set of those on there. But overall, I am thinking that is where this thing is gonna sit. Pablo was not too anxious for some reason to come in, but I'm sure he's still gonna want to go for a ride. So we'll probably go tool around a little bit yet, just to try to work out a few bugs and whatnot. But I'm pretty happy where we're at with this. I think as far as the car goes, or the truck goes, this is probably as far as we're going to go with it on the channel. I don't really have any expectations that I'm going to do a lot more of stuff to it. There's a few little things, but we'll probably do them on the second channel kind of thing, because overall the big project that I find here is like it's done. I'm going to get some new tires and a few things like that. Still have to just tweak a few things, and like I say, we'll probably have that on the second channel. But overall, it's been a while. It's weird. It's cool. I like it. I know lots of folks wanted to change and do a lot of customizing, and that is definitely not going to be a me thing. So for now, I just want to drive it. I want to enjoy it. I like the weirdness of it. I like the way it looks. It's just, yeah, that's how she goes. Not everybody likes that. A lot of people want stuff painted. I can understand that, but this is cool. I can do what I want. I can rip up and down the dirt roads, not care about my paint, and use it pretty much for anything. Alrighty folks, on that note, I think that's where we are going to leave this one. So, as always, I want to thank you all for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Later. Hey, bud.